Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, happy Tuesday ho sa inyong lahat. Magandang araw ho. Happy Tuesday. Tayo po ay narito sa area ho ng malapit ho tayo sa Greenwich. No? Hindi ho Greenwich, hindi ho parang yung Greenwich pizza, hindi ho Greenwich ang pronunciation. No? Anyway, magandang hapon. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Welcome to the program. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN and we're broadcasting live ho remotely sa labas ho tayo. Ito ho yung ating every Tuesday na programang naghahatid ho ng kaalaman legal, no, mga sa batas dito ho sa United Kingdom sa atin ho mga kababayan dito ho sa apat na sulok ho ng United Kingdom. Pag syempre, no, hindi lamang yung ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ho ng United Kingdom ang wini-welcome natin. Syempre pati yung ating mga kapitbahay nasa France, Italy, Spain, Germany, saan mang bahagi, no, sa apat na sulok ho ng Europa. Welcome din ho kayo, syempre, kabayan. At hindi lang yan, no? Hindi lang yung ating mga kababayan sa Europe, kundi maging yung ating mga kababayan na nanonood ho sa atin mula sa Pilipinas, Middle East. Oh, meron pusa rito itim ah. Anong pa? Remote ako pero may pusa na parang si Watson ni Attorney Lira Simon Kabatbat. Meron akong pusa rito sa baba. Ayan, oh, nako. Umano pa sa legs ko. O, kita nyo, no? Pakikita ko ba? And, okay. Mamaya, okay, pakilala ko na muna mga kaibigan, yung ating star of the show, no? Siya ho yung, kundi dahil ho sa kanya, syempre, wala ito ang ating programa dahil siya naman talaga nakakaalam ng mga legal matters, legal things dito ho sa United Kingdom. Mga kaibigan, natutuwa naman ako. Mamaya pakikita ko sa iyo, attorney, ha? Kita mo itong pusa na to, talagang, ayan, Diyos ko, grabe. And baka mamaya iuwi ko na itong pusa na to. Okay, alright. Mga kaibigan, siyempre, pinakikilala ko yung ating namis last week kasi nga, nag-iiba ako ng sensation pagka yung legs ko, yung, ano ba tawag sa pusa pag inaano yung legs mo? Ano ba yung parang hinihimasan? Okay, so yan, mga kaibigan, pakikilala ko na. Namiss natin siya last week, no? For some reason, no, na-miss natin siya. Pero ito na ho, mga kaibigan, ang ating Brains and Beauty, si Attorney DANNA Quinto, no, ang managing partner po ng Deo Volente Solicitors. Attorney, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Mr. Laragan, at happy Tuesday sa bagong pet nyo. Okay, Muningning dyan. Happy Tuesday kay Mingming.
Pakita ko sa'yo. Ito, umiga siya. Umiga siya eh. Teka na, titignan ko may papakita ko. So, dali lang, papakita ko lang ha. Andyan siya, andyan siya. Ay, may pusa ka ba
Ayan
nakikita?
talaga siya. Ayan, ayan po ang aming bagong co-host. Si si ano,
Oo,
si
nakahiga siya eh. Yan, kita mo,
ayan.
hinihimos yung legs ko.
Oh,
O,
talagang
kikita no?
gusto
Oo,
na daw
grabe, no?
sumama sa yan pa uwi eh.
Hindi,
Nakakatawa
nakakatuwa,
naman.
attorney. Oo,
Bagong
oo,
venue.
nakakatuwa siya. Bait. Ano
Nasa
kaya pangalan nito?
bait. Wala bang
Oo, oo.
microchip yung
Ano,
baka?
takot, umalis. Hindi, kasi
Takot
may
daw.
doggy kasing kasama eh. Natakot siya, may doggy
Ah,
kasing kasama yung ali eh. Oo, kaya
takot
natakot,
siya.
kawawa naman. Biglang
Babalik
nawala.
yan.
Oo,
Babalik
biglang nawala.
mamaya.
Babalik, hopefully, babalik yan. Alright. Oh, yeah,
Babalik.
yeah, bumati ka, attorney. Magandang gabi sa'yo. Good
Ako,
evening, and a happy Tuesday.
nakakatuwa. Welcome back everyone. Nakakatuwa naman ang bagong venue nyo. Mr. Laragan, live from a quintessentially British street. Isang this is a summer evening still. Oh, mag-aalas 7 na. Malakas pa rin ang araw dito sa United Kingdom. So, hello, happy Tuesday sa lahat. Lahat ng mga taga-UK, mga kapitbahay natin sa Europa, and also Middle East, United States, and Philippines. It's quite a good day kasi alam niyo po, iuunahan ko na mag-congratulate sa aming pinaka
Uy,
magaling na
yes.
cum laude. Pwede na talaga natin yang i-announce kasi nakita, may ebidensya, napakaraming medalya ng aming direct Paula,
Yes, attorney.
Direk
Oo.
Pau Pau, namin Direk Pau Pau, Patricia Paula Perez. Naku, napakagaling. Congratulations! Direk, bigyan mo nga ng palakpak yung sarili mo.
Oo nga. Grabe, no? Ang grabe si...
Ang dami eh. Ang dami. Nakita ko yung comment ng isang,
Pitong
ayan!
medalya yan. Pitong medalya,
Pitong
attorney. Pitong medalya.
medalya.
Yung cum laude
Latin
niya,
honor.
isa plus six.
Cum laude pa.
O, di 7. All in
Ayan,
all.
ang laki
O, yan,
ng cum
o.
laude
Inakot na.
natin. Yung cum laude yung pinakamalaki. Napakagaling.
May,
Very, very
hindi
proud of
kaya,
you. Tingnan nyo naman.
hindi kaya hinakot mo lahat ng
Oo.
medalya dyan sa university ninyo, no? Direct, no? Lahat yata ng medalya
Nag-iwan ka
kinuha
pa
niya
ba
na
sa
eh, no?
iba, direct?
Oo nga. Oo,
Napaka,
grabe.
nakakatuwa. It's a very
But
momentous occasion.
seriously, attorney, we would like to congratulate her because talagang hindi naman everybody is a cum laude, di ba?
Absolutely.
So that only shows na napakahusay ng ating si director, no? Paula Patricia Roque Perez. Itong pusa na to, napansin ko, pag kami darating na tao, kaya may maaso. Pero, ayan siya, attorney, ito,
Bumalik
papakita ko
na
sa iyo.
naman siya.
Ayan siya.
Nakakatuwa. Mahilig pa naman ako sa mga... Ayan na, natulog na.
Nakita mo?
Diyan na talaga
Oo.
siya, no? Diyan lang siya.
Tumabi sa akin. Tumabi sa akin
Tumabi
eh.
sa'yo.
Nakakatuwa naman yung pusa.
Bagong,
Oo,
bagong
nakakatuwa
ano
siya.
ka daw niya,
May-
bagong human. Uwi niyo na.
Oo nga. Pag may dumaan na aso, mawawala siya. Pag kunyari meron, di ba, people walk their dogs, di ba, attorney? They walk their dogs.
That's right.
So pag
That's
dumaan sila rito, bigla siyang maglalaho. Oo.
Naku. Pero babalik din,
Pero
di ba?
to, hindi
Bumalik
kaya to,
naman.
pag inuwi ko kaya to, ikaw, legal ka, attorney, no? Pag ito, ninakaw ko ba to? Pagka kunyari, sinakay ko sa kotse, nag-drive off kami, ninakaw ko ba to, attorney?
May pwede ka kasuhan yan. Kasi may mga microchip po yan. Mahahanap ka niyan. May GPS pa
Ay,
siguro.
may microchip ka ba?
Hanapin
Diyos
ka
ko,
din
uy,
sa-
may microchip ka ba?
May microchip ka ba?
Oo,
Muning-ning? Mingming
Nako,
ata
Diyos
pangalan
ko.
ng ng childhood cat namin, si Mingming.
Ako
Nakakatuwa.
attorney, ever since magmula ng bata ako, lahat ng pusa namin, every time magkakaroon kami pusa, Ming ang pangalan. Ming. Yun ang pangalan ng lola ko. Puro Ming. Ming. Sa'yo, Muning ba o Ming? Ano pangalan mo?
Mingming ata, Mingming sa amin, si Mingming. Yun ata yung uso noon, Mr. Laraga, lahat ata ng pusa sa Pilipinas, Mingming ang pangalan.
Oo nga, oo. Pero attorney ko, wala tong chip. Pwede ko nang maging pusa to?
Parang gusto kong sabihin oo kasi cute na cute ako sa kanya pero parang hindi talaga.
Hi.
Pero, ayan, hinahanap na ata
Are
ng
cats like
ano.
this? Are they with chips? Are they with chips? That, oh, so she loves you. Look at there. Huh? No, I just wanted to know if this kind of cats have chips. Are
Microchip.
they chipped or something? What you don't know? Maybe. No, but for example, that cat loves me so much and wants to be with me. Am I gonna go to jail or if you know? What do you think? If only if I still nobody.
Only if you get caught.
All right, okay, okay. But never mind. I'll just give. Oh, really? Oh, video. What do you think? Is it a male or a female? All right. All right. All right. Very. Okay na, attorney, no? Nakakatuwa naman. There's this late. What's your name? Sorry, I
Nakakatawa.
didn't get your name. Amaya. Are you Spanish? Latin American. Like Chile, Bolivia. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm doing a live show right now. I'm doing. It's called the Legal Advice Corner. So if you have any problems about the law, I've got a lawyer here. Yeah. So Amaya, yes. Where do you live? Down the road. Yeah, that cat is friendly with me. So I was just wondering if she would like to, go home with me. Then would I be legally, responsible? All right. Okay, attorney. Hindi, natuwa kasi ako, attorney. Dumaan si Amaya.
Nakakatawa.
Tapos kumikis-kis din si Muningning. Si Mingming.
Si
Ayan
Muning, si
siya, oh.
Mingming.
Oh. This is something,
Napaka-friendly naman
this is
yung
what
cat
you,
na yan.
very friendly. This is what you get when you go unusually live in a remote location. Who know? Sino mag-iisip na magkakaroon ng friend na pusa na ganito? Di ba? Na kumikis-kis sa legs ko. Ayan, no? Kung pwede lang meron tayong, ayan, no? Ayan, no? Yung both, hindi ka na kailangan magbayad ng masahista, attorney. Di ba, yung legs mo pwedeng, do you pay for massage, attorney? Nagpapamasahe
I
ka ba?
do. Opo. Kasi pag
Magkano sa
lalo
inyo?
na
Magkano
kapag
bayad dyan sa inyo?
umaabot 50 din,
Magkano
50, 50
average?
pounds.
50 rin,
Po,
50?
50.
Oh, okay,
50
okay.
din pareho. Pareho everywhere. It's rarely na. Diyan ba? Magkano ba dyan?
Si Maria told me she had 60 but she was able to get a discount. So, I don't know kung siguro 50, 48, ganyan.
Nawagan.
Oo. Pero
Ganun din dito.
nakakatuwa, may pusa kasi. Oo, namamasahe yung
May
legs ko.
po.
Okay,
Nagbihira po
attorney,
ng
how was it?
na masyadong maamo. Kaya, welcome Ming sa ating show. Ang pangatlo nating co-host.
Pagka nagsishow kami ni Attorney Lira, meron din kaming co-host, si Watson. Yung
May
aso naman niya.
co-hosting
Si
kayo.
Watson minsan lumilitaw. Oh, lumilitaw si Watson, yung aso niya. Si Watson. May
Katawa
photo
naman.
ka ba direct ni Watson?
Andiyan
Tingnan mo
ba
lang
si
kung may pakita
Watson?
mo lang. Kung kaya lang, kung hindi, pakita lang natin, oh. Uy, na-miss kita, attorney, ha, last week. Pero the last
Nako.
week that we
Yes.
had you was that the time, the week you came from Galicia? Yan, si Watson.
Cute
Ayan, si
naman ng
Watson,
aso
oh.
na yun. Ang
Oh,
cute.
Labrador yan. Si Watson.
Labrador, ang
Yan,
cute naman.
oh.
Nakakatawa.
Medyo, medyo
Makakapag-aso din.
matanda na
Sige,
yan.
magdadala din ako one day ng co-host ko na aso. Maghahanap ako.
Oh. It's a nice day. Meron tayong pet, no? Kita mo, andyan si... Ano kaya pangalan nito? Blackie, eh. Si Black, eh.
Si
Ming Black,
Blackie, si
Black Ming.
Mingming. Si Mingming na lang, oh. Si Mingming. Si
Ming.
Mingming.
Si Ming na lang, oh. Kamukha nung ginagawa ng lola ko, no? Si Ming. So, yeah, attorney, we missed you. Are there any plans of going back to SONNY sa Galicia?
Siguro we're looking at a potential hike sa bank holiday weekend. Huling bank holiday natin
Oy, August, yeah.
this year, diba?
August
So
31st.
hindi pa August 31st. So hopefully we'll a few of my friends we're looking to hike maybe Wales pero hindi pa ganun ka firm yung yung plano, but it'll be good. The weather's been great, but I wanna go back sa yung ibang version naman ng Camino, maybe from Portugal or from another starting point.
France.
Talagang
From
nag-enjoy
France.
ako from France or
Oh, good.
from France.
Wow,
Pero
wow.
malayo-layo yun. Yung France, malayo-layo po yun. So, ang isa na parang 1 week, no 1 week na period is the one starting from Portugal. So, maybe, hopefully.
Ah,
Pero baka ibang adventure
yes.
naman. Iba namang adventure after this. So, minimix natin may city, may konting walking, and then maybe another bundok. So yeah, just live life. Yun nga, pareho nating motong this year ngayon is maghanap ng mga magagawa natin sa buhay
May,
na
may,
talagang gusto natin.
may aso.
May aso naman.
There's a dog. What's the name? What's the name of your dog? Samba. All right. This is Blackie.
Hindi
Yeah,
mo naman
Blackie is afraid of dogs. All right. By the way, she's okay. She's cool today. Samba. Your dog is excited. All right, to see some cats. Really? Oh, Samba. Why are you Latin American? You're from Brazil. The other lady is from uh, oh, I forgot.
Bolivia.
Letter B, I
Bolivia.
think. Bolivia, Bolivia,
Bolivia.
Bolivia. Yes. You have a lot of people from South America in that area. You are okay. All right. Hello, Samba. Okay, bye bye. Yan, si Samba. Oh. Samba pangalan ng aso niya.
Hinapin mo na si Blackie. Kunwari, ikaw talaga yung
Hindi,
may-ari ni Blackie.
hindi, inaavoid niya, attorney. Inaavoid niya. Parang gusto umatak ni Samba kay
Ah,
Blackie. Pero hinahawakan niya. Ngayon, si Blackie, for the first time, hindi siya nagtago. Parang feeling niya
hindi siya
secure
nagtago.
siya sa akin. Oo, parang, kaya kita mo, hinimas na naman ako. Ayan, oh. Parang nagpapasalamat siya na,
Tuwa sa'yo.
buti sinave mo ako kay Samba. Oo, ayan, oh. Yung legs mong ganyan, attorney, tapos may gumaganon-ganon na ulo ng
Ay,
pusa.
gagawin.
Ganyan, no? So, oo.
Nakakatawa yung
Oy,
pusa na yan.
oy, oy, teka muna. Ano nga palang, bago tayo magbasa ng mga greetings na ano nga palang topic natin for today?
Ang topic natin ngayon, overview lang ng financial proceedings sa divorce. So, kung magkakasuhan na talaga,
Ayan.
ano ba para? Tinatanong, ilang hearings ba yun? Yung unang hearing, yan na ba? Yan na ba yung final? So, we'll go
Hmm.
through that briefly para naman may idea ang mga kababayan natin kung ano yan. Kung hindi man kayo mag-settle, gaano kataga. No, not necessarily exact, but an overview ng court proceedings kung nag-aaway kayo sa pera sa divorce.
Ayan. Yan ba ang mga ganyan, attorney, pinag-aaralan niyo sa law school?
Iba yung aral, siguro, what do you call it? As a principle, as a concept, parang overview lang din yung binibigay, but when you're in practice, dun mo talaga
Doon na.
makikita yung goings on. Yung talagang iba-iba din in practice kasi madaming mga nangyayari na minsan not expected, so you really have to problem solve and manage the
Ayun,
case
oh.
on a daily basis. So very interesting.
Parang, parang sa Pilipinas din, pagka nag-graduate ka ng law, no? Or even medicine, hindi naman ganun ka, wala ka pang masyadong alam talaga totally.
Yeah,
Doon mo na alamin sa
dun mo na
practice,
alamin
no?
yung practice.
Pati mga
Yung
doktor,
practice.
mga abogado, doon mo na matututunan. Okay, sige, we'll have a short break. Yung bumper lang natin para sa kung sino yung mga bumabati. Siyempre, we'll have to acknowledge them. Ayan. Masayang
Alright.
araw ngayon dahil may pusa ako rito at saka Happy Tuesday, no? So, okay. Direct, sige. Direct, go, go, go. Ayan,
Ayan.
attorney. Okay. Ayan tayo. Ayan, no? May bodyguard ako, ha? Okay. So, ayan. Sino hula mo? Sino first, natin, bumati sa atin? Yung little game natin
Nakita ko,
ginagawa natin.
little game natin, naalala ko lang, just because nakita ko si Oliver Fernandez, siya yung huling nakita ko dun sa social media feed ko. Na bumati kay Direk Pao, natatawa ako, sabi niya baka masakit na daw yung
Oh,
yung leeg ni Direk Pao dahil sa napakadami niyang mga medalya. So, Oliver Fernandez ang hula ko.
hindi, masakit daw, attorney. Mabigat daw.
Masakit na
Parang
talaga.
medyo Masakit din, oh. Masakit kasi 6 plus 1, 7 medals yan, attorney. That has
Oh,
some weight din.
bigat-bigat
Oh,
yun
tama
ah.
rin. Oh, to
Tama.
answer the query, tinanong ko si attorney dahil na si Direk. Direk, ano ba yan? Ano ba yan? Mabigat, sabi niya, oh. So, oh yeah, okay, sige. Oliver Fernandez, let's go. Tingnan natin. Oh,
Yay!
tama
Tama!
ba? Wow.
Wow!
Tama ba, Direk?
At ang ganda, nandun
Okay,
nga
oh
siya.
yeah,
That's
sige,
what I
sige.
thought. I thought Oliver is in the
Galing.
Philippines.
Galing,
Oh,
galing.
yan,
Oh, ang
basahin
galing
ko
mo.
na.
Ay, nasa Pilipinas.
Nasa Pilipinas siya. Hindi lang nasa
Ooh.
Pilipinas, nasa El Nido, Palawan. So
Wow.
Oliver Fernandez
Wow.
says, a wonderful early Wednesday morning. Of course, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning here in
Ooh.
Lagan Island Resort in El Nido, Palawan. Kamusta po sa inyo? Ito yung Dana, Kuya Sunny, and Derek cum laude pao. Q graduation mark, Derek. Ang asan yung mga sound effects mo, Derek, para sa
Oo nga, wala ka bang paano ba graduation song? Ta ta na 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 ta na
Yun.
na ta na. Ah, hindi. Baka makopyright tayo daw. Oo nga,
Baka
tama.
maabi.
Ta na na ta na na. Baka biglang pagkatapos sa show natin, attorney,
Mawala na naman tayo.
the video has been canceled due to copyright, yan, Pero yeah, congratulations. At enjoy ka diyan, ha. Ang ano yata, attorney, ang Palawan is world class yan, Kumbaga kasama siya doon sa may recent na ano ba tawag, mga surveys yata, no? Palawan. So babuhay ka, Oliver. Tama ka, attorney, ha? Tama ka.
Oo,
Ayan,
tumama
okay.
din ako. Ilang weeks na ako mali. Nagugustuhan ko talaga yung background mo, Mr. Laragan, na parang ang fresh ng lahat. Buhay na buhay ang buong
Oo nga.
mundo. May mga
Oo
nangyayari sa
nga.
likod mo. May pusa sa ilalim nyo.
Ayan, Oo nga.
Nandiyan pa rin ba?
Andiyan pa rin siya, oo. Andiyan pa rin siya, oo. Oo, na
Nakakatuwa.
talagang mukhang siya, dedicated na siya sa akin ngayon. Andito. Ang
Dedicated
problema ko
na.
lang dito,
Every
pag sumama sa akin
Tuesday.
ng pauwi.
Ay, pag
Ito,
sumama
tanong
sa
ko lang na
inyo.
sa mga viewers natin. Dagdag ko na lang. Ito ba, pagka sumama sa akin, dapat sabi ko huwag. Dahil baka baka hanapin ka na may-ari sa'yo, di ba? Baka malungkot, oo. Pero sa
Malungkot
atin, di
yung
ba
may-ari
ligaw
ng
na
mga
pusa
bata.
yan? Di ba ligaw yung
Ang
mga
mga
attorney? Di ba yung mga ligaw yung mga pusa? Di ba yung mga ligaw?
ligaw.
Pero yung mga astray na dogs at saka mga astray na mga pusa, yun okay lang ba?
Ay, dito naman kasi wala naman kasing mga mga nawawalang pusa. Well, here, pag may pusa na,
Mga stray cats, stray
I
dogs,
think
walang
from a
ganun, bira.
legal point of view, kailangan mo talagang medyo maghanap. Mag-effort ka hanapin naman yung owner niya. Kasi mostly dito, kumbaga may home yung mga pusa. Pero, kung sino kaya may-ari ng pusa na yan na talagang naano na siya, baka sumama sa iyo yun eh. Baka sumama sa
May,
ano nyo.
may isi-share ako, yung aking anak, si Sophia, and I have 3 grandchildren. Meron silang pusang biglang nangapit bahay sa kanila. Hindi nila alam kung sino may-ari. Doon na tumira sa bahay nila, tuwan-tuwa sa bahay nila. Merong nakalimutan ko na ang pangalan niya. May pusa sila. Pagka next time, baka pagka na-broadcast ako doon sa daughter ko, pakikita ko naman yung pusa naman niya yun. Nangapit bahay lang from kung saan man yun, no? Oh. Pero sa bagay, mukhang maayos yung collar niya. So ibig sabihin, may naglagay ng collar nito maganda. Hindi po pwedeng, hindi to pwedeng, hindi ko pwedeng. Maski anong gawin niya sa akin, sumama, kailangan sabi ko, wag. Okay.
May ebidensya
Sige, pangalawa
Baka
natin.
hanapan yung
May
ebidensya,
ebidensya,
makita yung live show. Sabihin na yun, kay Sunny sumama yung pusa.
Oo. Hindi, may collar nga. Tama, may effort to. Hindi tong wala siyang may collar eh. May collar
yan.
Okay. Pero ba't may pusa? Ba't may collar ba ang pusa? Tinalagyan ba ng tali ang pusa? Aso lang, di ba?
Hindi, lang, for identification sometimes.
Baka, mukhang may siya eh.
Tsaka yung iba may mga microchip. Yung iba may microchip. Yung iba may GPS. Yung iba, alam ko yung ibang
Uy,
owners,
yung GPS.
naglalagay ng GPS.
Okay. Okay. But for the first time, nagkaroon tayo ng pusa sa broadcast natin, ha? No? I imagine mo yan. Black, kamukha rin ng kotse natin. Okay, attorney, sino ang pangalawa? Sige.
Pangalawa, Marian Galicia Paner. Yun ang
Marian
hula
Galicia,
ko.
yung mga strong favorites. Yung mga strong favorites natin. Sige. Ayan, si Direk.
Yes!
Wow!
Tama!
Grabe naman, attorney. Tama,
Nako,
oh.
strike two,
Wow.
tama.
Hmm.
Ayan. Morning, bago ba, purple picture, parang, fresh pa rin. Marian Galicia Paner says, hello po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Dana, at sa lahat, happy Tuesday po and stay safe always and God bless us po. God bless us too, Marian Galicia Paner. It's so good to see everyone, no? Na parang good vibes ngayon kasi nga ganda ng araw, ganda ng background, tapos meron pa tayong alaga, meron tayong meron
Oo
tayong
nga,
pet.
oo. Saka ba naman nakakita ng ganitong pusa na andyan lang siya, no? Naka-standby, no? Munde, mukha nga palagi ka, tama ka, attorney. Mukhang may-ari dito kasi properly, meron siyang ano, may parang may medal sa collar niya. Parang may parang
May
bilog
medal.
na, ano,
May
parang
pangalan siguro
medalya.
yun. Sonny
Mamaya ko
Laragan.
na lang ano, dahil
Sonny
di ako maka...
Laragan. Baka pinalitan mo na yung ownership niya na. Sonny Laragan. Please
Alam mo,
return to Sonny
nag,
Laragan eh.
oo nga, nagtataka yung mga tao, ano kaya tong tao na to? Ba't nakatayo dyan sa karaharap ng mga
Muda ka tayo lang.
computers at mga ano, yan, oo. So, ayan, tataka sila, no? Ayan, may dalawang magsing irog na dumaan sa akin. Nangingiti siguro sila,
Tingin-tingin.
ano kaya ginagawa niyan, no? O, ano kaya ginagawa niyan? Ayan, no? So,
Ayan.
may darating ba? Maraming dumarating eh.
Maraming
May aso na
dumarating.
naman. Nagwo-worry
Naku,
na naman ako. Baka itong si... Ano ba pangalan natin ito? Si Mingming? Si Black Ming? Si Black Ming
Black
siguro.
Ming.
Black Mingming. Yan. Oh, si
Black
Black
Ming.
Ming. Oo, yan. Nakikita niyo sa malayo. Sabi niya may aso dun ah. Ako ba iiwas?
Nakikita
Magtatago
niya
ba
na.
ako? O pababayaan ko lang na si Mr. Sunny Laragan eh. Makikipagkaibigan doon sa may aso. Ayan, oo. Di ba si Samba kanina? Si Samba? Si aso?
Yung-
Oo, yan.
Sino ba? Malaking aso ba yung
May
padating?
iba,
Nako.
iba na ngayon to. Iba. Medyo, dalawa aso niya.
Naku, madami.
Sorry. Marami. Teka muna, nag-worry ako ngayon dito. Baka nangangatog na to si Blackmink natin. Dalawang aso. Dalawang aso. Okay, pangatlo, attorney. Pangatlo.
Pangatlo,
Natutuwa tayo.
Edgar
Ayan.
Duway. Kasi last week, na-miss ko yung nag-third place siya. So ngayon,
Isa lang.
pipiliin ko si Edgar Duway. Just in case andito si Edgar. Di ko alam kung may
Ayan.
pasok ngayon yun eh. Edgar Duway.
Okay, Edgar Duway. Umiiwas yung mga, yung mga, isa lang aso lang pala yun. May damit lang puti. Okay, sige, Edgar Duway. Asan?
Ay, Tita Cora! Oh,
Uy, nasa
gayon.
Pilipinas
Tita
ba?
Cora
Nasa ba
po.
si Mang Cora? Nasa ba si Mang Cora? Nasa Pilipinas yata, no?
Nasa Pilipinas na. Umuwi ata lahat ng tao sa Pilipinas ngayon eh. Hello, Sir Sonny, Attorney Donna, and all. Maligayang gabi. Tita Cora, nasa Pilipinas ka ba? O nasa London? O
Oo nga,
nasa
nasa ka ba?
ibang bansa? Nasaan ka ba? Check-in tayo dyan ng
Oo, nasa ka.
location.
Alam ko parang nasa labas no? Oo, baka nasa labas siya. Ito yata, attorney, ito yata yung time na naglalabas yung mga aso, no?
Ito yung winawalk nila yung mga dog.
Yung aso,
Ito yung time na
asong-
winawalk nila yung mga dog nila eh. Talaga eh. Talaga yung
Akala ko yung aso, dalawa, attorney. Akala ko brown tsaka white. Yung pala, brown na aso, pero meron siyang damit na puti. Ayun, nakikita mo ba? Ayun, nakikita mo ba sa likod ko? Ayun, aso.
Nakikita ko pa. Yeah.
May damit siya, ito
Natuwa
na naman, may
naman.
malaking aso. Ano ba yung payat na aso na mahaba? Ano ba yung payat na aso na, parang hound na, hound ba tawag doon, yung mahaba? Hindi masyadong mahaba, basta payat siya.
Greyhound?
Baka greyhound.
Yeah.
Pero puro aso ngayon. Pero ito mukhang hindi umiwas eh. Hindi ka mukha nung kaninang
Hindi,
nasa likod ko, pumunta sila sa kabila. Oo. Eh mukhang yung pusa na, ayan, umiiwas na sila. Ayan. Pag nakikita lang may pusa akong
alam na
katabi,
nila.
umiiwas sila. Alam na
Siguro
nila.
alam
Oh.
nila
So,
na alam na nila na medyo ano yan eh. Medyo controversial na encounter.
alam nila. Hello. It's a good thing because my cat is afraid of dogs, so she
My
immediately
cat na talaga.
hides. Oh, my cat na. Oh, my
Ganyan
cat.
na talaga yung my cat eh.
Hindi.
Kung maka-my cat
Umiiwas
ka,
sila,
Mr.
Tony.
Laragan ah.
Oo, umiiwas sila. Ba, kita mo si my cat ngayon, naka-relax siya. O kita mo stretching siya ngayon papakita ko sa iyo. O, kita mo, kita mo siya, nakahiga siya. O, kita mo,
Wow! Sabi niya,
Ayun yung aso,
pagtatanggol naman
umiiwas
ako,
na.
Mr. Laragan.
Oo, umiiwas. Umiiwas sila sa atin. Takot na sila kay Black Ming.
Oo, si
Sabi
Black
nila,
si my
hindi
cat.
natin kaya to si Black Ming. Oo, so
Tuntua si my cat.
parang si my cat feeling ano na siya ngayon, feeling na ang tawag dito, parang secure na siya. Sabi niya, mukhang
Secure
okay
na.
tong tao na to nandito sa harap ko, mukhang lahat ng mga aso umiiwas sa akin. Di ba? Kaya nag-i-stretch siya, parang sabi niya, wow, nagre-relax na lang siyang ganun.
Super
Nice.
comfortable.
Okay.
Very nice, very
Okay.
nice.
Sino yung pangatlo?
Nakakagoodbye.
Sino yung pangatlo,
Si
attorney?
Tita Cora po. Pero
Si
tinatanong
Titi
natin
ko,
kung
si Mong Cora.
Tita Cora. Tita Cora, nasa po
Oo,
ba kayo?
nasa Pilipinas ka ba? Oo.
Nasa Pilipinas
Nasaan ka? Yan. Sino to?
Ay,
Sino to?
Tita Emmeline. All caps. So maganda
Oh, si
pakiramdam
Emma.
ni Tita Emmeline. Naku po yung Tita Emmeline. Naku, we feel very honored. Anong oras na sa Pilipinas?
Nasa Pilipinas pa ba si Lady Emmeline?
Lady Emily, nasa Pilipinas
sa
ka po
Pilipinas
ba? I
pa.
think nasa Pilipinas pa rin ata
Happy Tuesday
Hello
to
daw.
Direct Pao.
Sabi niya.
Oh.
Yeah. Good evening,
Congratulations
Sonny,
kay Direct Pao.
Congratulations.
Go ahead.
Ako, lahat talagang turning up to congratulate our Direct Cum Laude. Si Direct Cum Laude. Yan ang gustong-gusto kong pangalan.
Siyempre.
Very,
diba?
very
Yung mga summa cum laude, magna cum laude, ayan, hindi naman lahat cum laude, magna cum laude, summa cum laude, no? Pero si Direk Pao is achiever. Okay, ano to, sino to?
Analu Antipuesto says,
Analu.
amazing evening po, Attorney Donna, Kuya Sonny, Direct Pao to all viewers. God bless us. Analu, good evening, amazing as well. Congratulations, Direct Pao. Yes, all the congratulations are coming through para sa ating napakagaling na director.
Napakagaling na director. Yeah, very, very good. Very good. Okay, thanks, Analu, ha? Sino pa to?
Ayan. Marian Galicia Panero as well.
Si Marian Galicia Panero.
Congratulations to Direct Pao. Yan.
Oh, yes. Hi.
Wow, busy na dyan sa likod niya. Ang daming... Diyan si Edgardo. Edgardo is mainit na Tuesday daw to Mr. Laragan, Attorney Donna, Quinto, Direct Pao, and to the viewers still in Canary Wharf. Wow! Overtime ba ngayon, Edgardo?
Wow!
Congratulations, Direct Pao. Bigyan daw ng jacket yan. Wawawi. Lots of learning again today. Thanks. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Edgardo.
Yes. We're proud of Direct Pao.
Yeah, nag-overtime ata. Shall we name the catch?
Overtime. Bakit? Sonny and Cher. Hindi kasi yung singer na back in the 1960s, Sonny and Cher. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a dog. Oh, shh. No. This kind of... All right. Oh, he plays with a cat. All right. Okay. Is this the first time they've met?
Yes.
Are they? Okay, first time. What's the name of your dog?
Boeing. David Bowie.
David Bowie. David Bowie. All right. This is Black Ming. Black Ming, yeah. Bowie. All right. Oh, matapang yung pusa natin, attorney. Lulusob siya. Nagulat ako.
Palaban ang pusa natin.
Hindi kaya tumapang ito dahil sa atin. Kala niya marami tayo.
Marami tayo.
Nagtatago to.
Parte ng social na bubble. Oh.
Kita mo, may,
May
may
ano na
bonding.
daw
Siguro
siya, may
parang,
mga kakampi.
oh, naghihimas na naman. Then siguro feeling niya parang, ngayon, baliktad na. Imbis na siya na yung binibigyan ko ng ano, ng parang security. Ako naman ngayon, parang feeling niya binabantayan ako. Ayun,
Binabantayan
good.
ka.
Oo, parang siya na ngayon ang gwardiya natin, Tony. Oo. Nandiyan siya sa baba, sa paa ko. Medyo hihimas-himas yung legs ko. Yan. Okay. Anyway, it's just something new to, no? Okay, may greetings ba tayo? Sino yan? Uy, sino yan?
Yeah, Tito
Sino
Cora,
yan?
lots of congratulations
Si Ma'am
to
Cora.
Direct
Okay.
Paula Direct Paula. Tito Cora says congratulations, Direct Paula.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Direct. We're so proud.
Annalou
Sino to?
Antipuesto. Agree with that, Mingming, lahat ng pusa sa amin, aso lang ang may pangalan. Lahat ata ng pusa sa Pilipinas, Mingming ang pangalan.
Yeah, oo nga. Nakatuwa to, merong pusa. Meron siyang aside from the collar, meron siyang nakalagay na parang coin or something na, no?
May information yun. May information.
Hindi bell eh.
siguro.
Hindi siya bell. Ano siya, para may nilalagay
Is it
mo
like
sa,
a coin?
kunyari, pag namimili.
Coin?
Parang coin,
token?
no? Parang coin, no? Parang
Yeah,
coin.
tas
Token.
may
Yan,
naka-engrave.
token. That's the word I was looking for. Yun, siguro.
May naka-engrave.
Yun siguro yun.
Naka-engrave on Sandra. Robert H.P. Young, a wonderful weekend coming up at Filipino
Robert!
British Community, Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire. Everyone will shine like you two beautiful people, Sir Sonny. We have our community sports festival, music, and sport. Ayan, plug natin, Filipino British Community, Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire.
Oh, galing. Yeah, Robert, thank you. And thanks, you're surprising me. He's watching us. He was one of the judges during the Miss Little Philippines or Little something Miss Derby in Derby. So he was one of the judges
Wow.
together with Sol, Malcolm Conlon, and Mark Robles. No, so yeah, nice. Nice to know that you're watching. This guy, attorney, is the president or the head or the chairperson of the Derby Nottingham Filipino organization, and that's kind of unique because it's headed by a Briton. So ayan,
Brit, yeah.
Robert, mabuhay.
Wow,
Ayan, sino to?
amazing. Mabuhay ka. Na-miss ko po dyan, Kuya Sonny, sa Greenwich Place. Ayun, si Marian
Ayan,
Galicia
oo.
Panel. Ayan, na-miss niya.
Okay. Dito nagsisimula ang oras sa buong mundo.
Of course, yeah.
Yung
Oo
GMT.
nga po, no?
Dito nagsisimula ang oras.
the
GMT.
Greenwich Meridian Time. The Greenwich
Greenwich Meridian
Greenwich
Time or Greenwich, Meantime, Meridian Time. Ayan,
Mean
dito
Time.
nagsisimula ang
Greenwich
oras.
Mean Time ba yun?
Pag napunta ka,
Yeah.
pag napunta ko kayo dito sa Greenwich, may linya dyan. So, dyan ako nagsisimula ang oras. Pabalik, kunyari, 1 hour, 2 hours, pabalik. Yeah. May isang line dito sa Greenwich, no? Yes, dito nagsisimula ang oras sa buong mundo.
Sa buong mundo.
Yeah, go. Sino yan?
Si Robert H.P. Young pa
Marami
rin.
pa ba?
Meron extra message. Bless you all, Sir Sonny and Attorney Donna. One community, one family, support and love each other. Yeah, it's a very good message.
Robert, thank you.
Very good.
Thanks, Robert. Yes.
So
I'm
August
pleased to meet you,
27 pa
Robert.
daw. Ang uwi ni Tita
sino
Cora
yan?
for Sol. August 27. Wala pa. Andito pa si Tita Cora sa ating sa UK. So safe travels, Tita Cora.
Nasa UK pa. Okay. All right. Saan ka ba, Ma'am Cora? Are you just gonna be in Manila or are you going back to the province? Ilocana yan eh. Si Attorney, si Ma'am Cora, Ilocana yan. Ilocana. Si Attorney Cora. Si Ma'am Cora, Ilocana. So yeah, okay. Ayan, Direk, ano yan? Ayan. Ano yan? Okay na? Isa pa to? Or?
Si Edgardo will just
okay.
want to say, happy eating, Edgardo. Wishy then. He's having udon dinner at nag-overtime. Sa lahat ng mga nag-overtime nating kababayan, mabuhay po kayo, mga napakasipag na Pilipino.
Yes.
Napakaraming masipag
Udon
na
ba?
masipag talaga.
Udon ba? Noodles yan? Parang noodles yan, attorney. Udon, di ba? Noodles.
Yung makapal. Yung makapal po na
Yung mga matataba,
Japanese.
parang sa Pilipinas, ano yan, kung tawagin yan, nakalimutan ko na. Yung matataba na mga nakalimutan ko. Baka maalala ko pagkatapos.
Sige.
Paborito ni Sofia yan, yung aking daughter eh. Nakalimutan ko na. Anyway, hindi mami, iba yan. Mami maliliit lang eh.
Maliit lang
Ah,
yung
ma,
mami niya.
yung mataba eh. But anyway, sige, we're gonna have a short break na. Pagbalik natin yung topic natin, financial obligations ba? Tama ba yan, attorney?
Financial proceedings in divorce. So we're going to give
Proceedings
an overview
in divorce.
of the court proceedings relating to financial disputes sa divorce.
Ayan. Okay, so we're gonna have a short break at pagbalik ko natin, eto, yung mga financial proceedings sa divorce, no? Pag-uusapan na natin. Huwag ko kayong aalis, saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%, all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka AV ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mala, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS. Harassment? O baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo? Punta na sa DV Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. DV Solicitors at 2nd floor, Howard House, St. John Street, Bedford, MK42 0DJ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa ating programa. Live ho tayo. Nasa Greenwich ho tayo dito sa London, Greater London area. Dito ho nagsisimula yung oras sa buong mundo. No, dito sa Greenwich, pagka sinabing GMT, kunyari 0000 GMT o 1200 GMT o 1240 GMT, dito ho sa London, sa UK. Baka hindi ho ninyo alam, pag sinabi kasing GMT, ibig sabihin no, Greenwich Mean or Meridian Time. Ayan. Okay, balik siyempre tayo. Tawagan natin once again yung ating pinakamamahal na abogada. Walang iba kundi si Attorney DANNA Quinto. Attorney, happy Tuesday once again. Ayan.
Happy Tuesday!
Ayan,
Very happy Tuesday. Napaka-good vibes natin ngayon kasi meron nga tayong extra guest, may cameo appearance, yung bagong my cat ni, ni Mr. Laragan na si Mingming. O si Black Ming, ano man yung Huwag mo
Agree nga
dyan.
si ano lo, Blackwing nga, oh, si Ming. Oh, yung mga
Mingga
aso
daw.
pangalan nila si Bowie, Samba,
Si
yun ang mga
Bob.
pangalan ng mga aso, no?
Yung mga, it's fun, it's fun to people watch sometimes. You see the world pass by, kita mo yung mga, yung mga hobby ng tao, may tumatakbo, ang daming tumatakbo dyan, ang daming nag-walk ng dog. So, yeah, that is London. Very, very live na napapamahagi natin sa lahat ng mga ka-social remote bubble natin, Mr. Laragan. So, welcome back. Ito po ay hindi
Yes.
animal advice corner, legal advice corner pa rin po kami. So, we probably have to give the dagdag kaalaman part today, which is a slightly
Yes. Go.
a slightly different topic than Ming Ming and Samba. Today we're going to talk about an overview of court proceedings. If you are having a financial dispute, so backtrack lang tayo ng mga 2 steps. I always say tatlo ang kailangan mong ayusin if you are in a situation where you're about to separate from your spouse, from your wife, from your husband. And those 3 things is, number 1, children, yung contact, yung sino mag-aalaga sa mga bata. Number 2, the divorce in itself, which now, since April 2022, 6th of April 2022 to be exact, no-fault divorce na, so it should be easier. And number 3, and this is the one most complicated, legally, most technical, ito po ang pinaka-technical sa kanilang tatlo, which is the financial aspect of your divorce. So ano ba yan? Ito yung pag-uusapan nyo kung paano nyo paghahatian ang mga ari-arian nyong mag-asawa or just generally the matrimonial property. But, hindi lang po yan limited sa joint property nyo. So when we say matrimonial property, the first misconception is, yun lang ba yung joint namin na nasa pangalan namin? No. Most of the time, unless there is an extraordinary in the situation, which I will talk about another time in terms of paano mo ma-argue na non-matrimonial property ang isang property. When we are looking at financial landscape ng isang pamilya, lahat yan tinitingnan namin. Mga nasa sole name mo lang, nandito ba sa UK, nasa Pilipinas ba yan na property. So we really look at everything. Yun ang parati kong sinasabi, naririnig niyo po siguro dito sa mga regular natin na mga viewers, full and frank disclosure, financial disclosure. So lahat ng mga ari-arian kailangan ilagay sa table. The hope of the court system, and us lawyers as well, is that you parties can arrive at a solution na amicable. Mapag-uusapan nyo, hindi na kailangan ng korte, whether via mediation ba yan, yung mga family mediator, whether negotiations between lawyers, or we call it a kitchen table negotiation, as long as informed kayo, as long as nakapag-disclose kayo, full and frank financial disclosure, then it is possible na hindi mo na kailangan itong court proceedings, itong full-on court proceedings na ito. Sometimes, we would mimic, gagayahin namin yung parte relating to disclosure. So we would do voluntary disclosures even before court proceedings para mapabilis ang usapan sa settlement. So that's what we call pre-action. Yan ang the word in itself suggests, bago yung court action. So we try really very hard as lawyers, contrary to popular opinion na kami gusto namin agad na pumunta sa korte o maging litigious ang isang kaso. We are actually trained by the court and we have a duty to advise the client that if you can settle, please do try to settle. So may yan ang unang stage, the pre-action proceedings, which is getting as much information as we can, doing voluntary disclosures, kung willing yung kabilang partido, and then trying to settle it. But sometimes, with the best of intention, even with the best of intention, may mga kaso na hindi talaga magsisettle. And ang tanong ng client, ayaw talaga nilang mag-budge, and I feel that if I go to the court, I will probably get a better award. Ano ba ang procedure? So this is really the topic of the day, the overview of it. So hopefully it will answer your questions. What if we don't settle? How can I go to court? How many hearings? Ilang hearings ba yan? Ano ba yung unang hearing na yan? What do we need to do? And how do we progress from there on? So if you really can't settle, talagang natry nyo na lahat, you have a point of law that you can't agree, one party, kahit sino man, it doesn't have to be kung sino yung petitioner or kung sino yung primary carer ng mga bata. So remember, separate yung tatlo ha, separate yung issue about bata, separate din po tong finances. So wag nating i-mix. So this one, kahit sino sa inyo, pwedeng mag-trigger ng court proceedings by issuing what we call a Form A. So magsasubmit ng form and sasabihin, look, we're ready to get the assistance of the court sa start na namin itong formal court proceedings so that the court can give us directions and give us that case number that formally andun na kayo, nasa court register na kayo, nasa court proceedings, and it is an active case to be dealt with by the judge. So the first step is issuing a Form A. May court fee na babayaran. I think it's about 353. I don't quote me on that dahil bagong taas lang ang court fee ngayon. So we can look it up online, andun lahat ng court fee. So you pay that, you issue the form A, and the court will then parang lahat ng mga nire-register nyo ngayon may confirmation, or you've issued a court proceedings. This is your case number. This is a copy of your seal. May seal na ng korte ng Form A proceedings mo. And then the court will then straight away give you direction. So parang assignment, may assignment agad kayo. First of all, it will list you at the first hearing. Ang aming technical term dyan is first appointment. So first appointment is the first hearing. And that's normally a few months away, anything from 3 months away, at least 35 days away. But most of the time these days, it's about 2 to 3 months away. They will say, look, you've got to come to the court at this date or attend remotely. Kasi nga, after COVID, madami ng mga uso na tong mga Microsoft Teams meeting. So video call could be just a video hearing. But before that, the court will also give you some assignment or deadline bago mapunta dun sa hearing na yun. So first of all, meron na namang full and frank disclosure. So sasabihin ng court, you have to complete this form na magbibigay ng impormasyon about your assets, liabilities, income, and all of that. So may date na ibibigay ng korte. So both parties will have to exchange those information. And then another date, may deadline na naman, so that parties can raise questions dun sa answer ng kabilang partido. So use a disclosure na binigay ng kabilang partido. So pag alam mong may kulang yung binigay ng kabila, pwede kang magtanong. So that's one of the things na tinatanong ng mga kliyente ko. Paano? Hindi naman sakto itong binigay sa atin na disclosure. What can we do about this? So you can raise questions regarding that. And we prepare the preliminary documents before the first appointment. So if it sounds a bit complicated, ito lang yung iisipin nyo. Pupunta kayo sa korte first time, but before that, may mga gagather muna tayo na evidence, and we will prepare the case so that alam ng korte kung ano talaga yung pinag-aawayan nyo. Hindi lang yung main, but nananaraw na kung ano yung mga question nyo sa isa't isa. But then ito yung kailangan natin i-clarify that the first appointment, hindi po yan final trial. Hindi yan magbibigay ng korte ng judgment. So some clients will say, oh, doon na, matatapos na yun sa first appointment. No, it's a first appointment. Two things might happen. rarely na kompleto talaga lahat ng informasyon, and you can try to settle, you could try to make it as a settlement hearing. That's very, very rare. Most of the time, the first appointment is what we call a housekeeping hearing. Parang case management hearing. Titingnan ng korte, what is it that you really are fighting about? Anong asset ba yan? Anong issue? And then what we can do is create a further set of directions. Bibigyan na naman ng korte ng directions para matulungan kayo na maging prepared kayo for the second hearing. And the second hearing is very important because it's when most cases settle, and it's called Financial Dispute Resolution Hearing. Napakahaba, di ba? Ang tawag namin doon, FDR. So, FDR, hindi naman Franklin D. Roosevelt. It's just FDR is the term that we call. If you're a law student, you will hear this all over again. So, first hearing is parang directions lang, case management. Second hearing, the court will really try to get you to settle. So, before that, sasabihin ng korte, kailangan nyo na naman mag-produce ng informasyon. You have to update your disclosures again. You really have to answer these questions that you have with each other. And then at the FDR, again, ito na naman yung isang clarification, hindi po yan final hearing. Walang judgment ang korte. But the good thing about a settlement hearing is that that judge might give an indication, not judgment, but an indication. Na sasabihin niya, kung itong kaso na to mapupunta sa akin kung mapupunta sa akin on a final trial, ito ang magiging judgment ko. Not your judgment, so parang trial run, dry run, so that you can settle. You can try to talk to each other. In the old days, during COVID days, na wala pang mga remote hearing, we're normally in court for the whole day during that day, FDR hearing, passing offers between parties. After COVID, natuto na rin yung korte yung gumamit ng remote video call technology. So most of the time, either you're at home or you're with the lawyers. Sometimes we have our clients here, and we will be passing offers, although andun kami, parang tayo naka-remote social bubble. So that's the second hearing. Now, the court will say, kung hindi talaga kayo nag-settle, the court will really try to make you settle, but kung hindi talaga, the court will now direct you to a final hearing. But before that, again, ang pattern, update na naman ang informasyon. And if may mga information that you still need to find elsewhere, valuation ng mga ari-arian, valuation in business, the court will make directions to help you get those information ready before the final hearing. So nakita nyo yung may pattern, di ba? So first hearing, lots of information gathering. That's the reason why my clients will feel na, bakit ang dami nating hinahanap at bakit pa ulit-ulit? Yun ang tinatanong sa akin, bakit pa ulit-ulit? Na bawat hearing, gagawin na natin to, hihingan mo na naman ako ng mga bank statements, Dana, hihingan mo na naman ako kung magkano na naman yung bahay namin. The reason for that is, in between hearings, it might take about 3 to 4 months. And property market, yung cash mo sa bangko, lahat ng mga ari-arian nyo, yung value niyan may go up and down as we go along in the case proceedings. So, yung pattern na makikita nyo is every single time may hearing tayo, magkakaroon ng updating ng information, magkakaroon ng gathering ng information. Makikita nyo din na may mga directions yung korte, lots of deadlines. And if you are represented, really your lawyer will make sure na nakadiarize yan and you have enough time to prepare for that. This is a very technical area of law, and that's the reason why we say it's really worth it to have a lawyer if you are having a big argument, if you're having a complex argument about your matrimonial finances. But, again, another pattern na makikita nyo is talagang tinatry ng korte at all possible stages, pit stop, na mag-settle kayo. by pushing you to have information, by pushing you to agree, if you can, those information, by giving orders so that those information na nawawala, siguro sasabihin mo, hindi niya dinisclose yung ganito. So the court will help in getting those information para talagang mapunta kayo dun sa sitwasyon na ready na kayo mag-settle. And sometimes in some cases, I have seen it much more recently, siguro mas maraming times recently, that the court will even give you an extra settlement hearing. So parang may bonus na hearing. And you feel, bakit ganun? Bakit parang namang mas maano pa ako dyan, magkakaroon pa ng mas magagastos ako dyan. Actually, sometimes the court can, under their case management power, say na, you want to settle this. Halimbawa, kulang ang impormasyon, pero sasabihin ng korte, no, not quite ready for final hearing. I want you to have another go at the settlement hearing. So, may posibilidad na ganyan. Not required. You know, sometimes, most of the time, tatlo ang hearing. That answers the question of a lot of people. Most of the time, tatlo. It could be a bit more kung komplikado talaga. But the same pattern that you will see. Lots of information gathering before a hearing. Pushing the parties to make offers before the hearing. You will see that as well. Pushing the parties generally to settle. And then also, the court will look at your cost, your legal cost at each hearing. And they will really make sure na aware kayo na akala nyo, there's a winner at the end of the day, but actually, if you settle, ang masasave nyo na pera, masasave nyo pareho. Hindi lang one party, hindi lang the other party, but pareho kayong makakasave ng pera dahil pareho kayong nagbabayad ng abogado most of the time. Or even if one party lang yung nag-aabogado, it's still the same matrimonial pot na nababawasan habang pahaba yung proceedings. So that's really it. I try to make it as practical as possible. And as user-friendly as possible sa mga kababayan natin by giving you analysis, yung pattern, what you can expect, lots of assignment, madami, hindi lang ito pwede na ibigay nyo sa abogado nyo, kailangan din po kasama kayo. This is teamwork, kalahati nito impormasyon na galing po sa inyo, impormasyon na kayo lang ang nakakaalam, and also an effort from both parties to try and get a resolution na actually mas makakabuti sa inyo dahil mas makakatipid po kayo. So hopefully that is helpful at nakaka-assist sa mga kababayan, dagdag kaalaman sa ating mga kababayan ngayong Tuesday. And back to you, Mr. Laragan, at ang aming bagong guest co-host na si Mingming. Ay, ayan na siya.
Yes. Oo. Ayan na, oo. Magkatabi na kami. Ito, nag-ano na sa akin to. Ayan, may nakikita ko. Ayan, nakikita mo. Hindi pa naman. I-wide shot mo ako direct. Ayan, ayan, yung kanyang ayan, ito na siya. Ayan, ito na, makatabi ko na to Okay, well, normally, ang galing ito. Alika nga rito, si Ming. Ito.
Makinig
natin
kami.
sa kanya.
Makinig ka sa dagdag kaalaman natin.
Ayan, tanong mo, isabi mo kay Ming, kay attorney, yung so normally ba, sabi mo, it could be more yung mga hearings, 3, hearings that's more kung medyo siguro complicated at lahat, you were talking towards the end about saving. Pwede bang yung mga, maski isang hearing lang, ano ba yan, tapos mag-usap na sila, gano'n ba?
Pwede din po yan. Opo, pwede din po yan. Kasi nakita niyo yun, ba, unang hearing pa lang, ang mahal na. May nangyayaring ganyan, unang hearing pa lang, ang mahal, pareho silang nagulat. Tapos, bibigyan sila ng direksyon ng korte na, ito lang naman yung kailangan yung impormasyon. And then they go away, and they get that information, at mag-uusap na, and magkakaroon na ng deal. Nangyayari po yan. And that hopefully, ganun din ang pangarap namin sa mga kaso. Dahil, ako, personally, gusto ko talaga na maayos, mapunta sila sa mas maayos. And even if that means less cost, less legal cost for us, okay lang din yun. Basta nakadagdag kami ng maayos na value. Kumbaga, hindi lang dagdag kaalaman, pero dagdag value dun sa buhay nila. And the cost is reasonable. Actually, natutuwa ako noon na hindi ganun kamahal, natapos ng maaga. At yung situations na gano'n, I get very proud. But then, team effort yan eh. Kailangan lahat gustong makatipid, lahat gustong to reach a conclusion. So, kung party na isa, reasonable. Kung yung isa, hindi, mahirap din. Mahirap din magkaroon ng ganyang kadaling settlement.
Okay, sabi mo, so sa simula ng ng divorce proceeding, hindi mo alam kung gaano katagal yan usually, di ba? So may nabanggit ka na medyo pwedeng tumaas, bumaba yung mga halaga ng pinag-uusapan na rin. Siyempre, maaaring nag-increase ng value, bumaba ng value. So diyan ba sa pendency of the proceedings or pendency of yung financial parang settlement, kung sakaling biglang nanalo ng lottery, nanalo ng anything in the meantime, although talaga nagdi-divorce, mahahabol pa yung kalahating share nun?
Absolutely. Counted yan. Counted yan kasi every single time, di ba, yun ang pattern. Every single time, halimbawa, nanalo ka ngayon, next week or in about 3 weeks time, may hearing kay settlement hearing, counted yan sa what we call updating disclosure. So yung pag-update ng impormasyon sa value ng property, value dun sa ng cash mo sa bank statement, that goes in there. Counted po yan.
Yung di ba, pagka mga financial proceedings, so pinag-uusapan din, property din. Yung mga pusa, katulad nito si Blackming, pinag-uusapan ba to?
Yes. I'll tell a case without breaking confidentiality. Hindi pusa. May aso noon na napag-usapan, but this particular case, horses. Horses ang napag-usapan. Dahil madami silang horses, dahil mahal ang horses, and it's very well loved ng mag-asawa. So talagang nakalagay po dun sa final na consent order, settlement order, nakalista who's gonna have yung horse, ang husband, ito yung horses na mapupunta sa kanya, and then sa wife, ito yung horses na mapupunta sa kanya, plus ang pag-transfer ng horse passport nila. Yun, doon ko na naman may horse passport pala. So yeah, they form part, and from experience, Mr. Laragan, people do get emotional about their pets. Talagang, tayo nga, isang oras na natin kasama si Mingming eh. Close na tayo kay Mingming, but people get quite emotional on who gets the pet. Sometimes it has been an issue in separation and in divorce proceedings. But if it's a family pet, kung nasan yung mga bata, doon sumusunod kasi syempre aso ng mga bata yon. But about instances na nagiging part ng argument yon. And as I've told you just now, parte nga ng isang consent order kung sino makakakuha ng horses. And there were lots of them. I think mga more than 10 yung nilista namin horses doon.
Ano ba yan, attorney? For example, before they got married, o kunyari, let's say, yung may-ari ng horse, kunyari, yung babae, halimbawa, o lalaki lang, yung may-ari ng horse, no? Tapos nag-asawa sila. Siya ba ang may better right o yan ba'y parang kamukha sa Pilipinas na sa bagay conjugal ba yan kagad o kasi kamukha na maghihiwalay na kanina ba pupunta yan yan ba'y doon sa original na nagdala ng pusa na yan o kabayo na yan o aso na yan doon sa relationship? Ganun ba ang kayo from your experience ba?
No, it's a very good question. Very, very good question kasi one of the misconceptions, and we will probably have a whole session about this. Sometimes, hindi dahil sa'yo yung isang property, and we call it a non-marital, o premarital, yun ang tawag namin, na premarital property can change into a matrimonial property. Kahit ikaw ang nag-introduce dyan sa marriage, it can change, it can have the features and the hallmarks of a matrimonial property. Kung nagagamit na siya ng family, kung namingle na siya with other assets. So in particular, sometimes if we're talking about investment, kung nasama na yung investment, ginamit na pala yan ng pamilya. If it was a house, kung ginagamit nyo pala yung family home, and that's mingled into the family, into family use. Kung horse naman, one can argue kung ginagamit yan ng pamilya, ginagamit ng asawa mo, ng anak mo for a weekend, one can argue that it's really a family asset. It has changed its features over the years. If hindi talaga yan na-mingle, talagang napabayaan lang to si Horsey dun sa Balmoral and never nagamit ng kahit sinong kasama mo and it's just really yours forever, then you can, but depende pa sa other conditions, but there is a possibility of arguing na na-retain niya yung premarital na feature niya. However, kailangan, bago ka mag-angkin na sa'yo lang, kailangan yung asset nyong mag-asawa or yung matrimonial pot nyo, enough para mabigyan kayo ng reasonable needs. So, ibig sabihin, pwede mo lang yung magawa kung sobrang over the top yung assets nyo. If your assets are just about, then you really can't what we call ring fence assets. It's very hard to ring fence that if the assets are not enough to really satisfy two parties' reasonable needs. So ito, nangyayari yung mga ring fencing, yung mga argument about premarital assets in big money cases. And that's what we call it actually in law, big money cases. Now, hindi naman dahil, halimbawa, 50-50 kayo dyan, kailangan hatiin sa gitna yung horse or hatiin sa gitna yung pusa. What could happen sometimes is one person can buy out the other person's share. Sabihin, alam ko ito yung sinabi ng judge, but the wording of the order can say, well, look, you can just buy him out, or pwede nating i-adjust sa other assets nyo that one party may have a bit more cash because one party would like this horse really. Ito talaga yung kanyang prized possession. Maybe dahil racing horse siya, minana niya yan sa magulang niya, but then ginamit na ng pamilya. So, may mga ways around it, and that's when yung skill ng lawyers would come into play when we look at the assets and we look at ways to divide the asset according sa kung ano yung gusto ng kliyente. So, ito yung alam namin, hindi naman talagang hahatiin 50-50, 50-50 yung baka, hahatiin sa gitna, 50-50 yung pusa, hahatiin sa gitna yung pusa. So, it doesn't, although in principle, hahatiin yung mga value nila, but what we try to do is to find out a way to split those assets na medyo people can live with, a decision or a settlement that people can live with. So that's when it gets very exciting. O sige, sa'yo yan kasi gusto mo, but we're gonna have a bit more of that other asset. So that's what we call adjustment. Ina-adjust na yung asset, yung other assets, so that may balancing. But very interesting yung tinouch mo na topic about premarital asset, an asset that you introduce into marriage, especially second marriages. And dito alam natin sa UK, it's not rare, and even third marriages, it's not rare. And people introduce assets from previous life. Minsan sabihin nila, ito para talaga to earmark to sa mga unang anak ko, or this is something na I worked very hard for in my life, sometimes pension. So really, that's when the skill set of lawyers come into play, and that is a very, very technical aspect of law. Very exciting, very interesting. Dun namin kami lawyers, and if you've got law students listening to this is when you hear judgments, yung mga nagko-quote na kami ng judgments, and these judgments get updated talaga dahil yung mga may pera talagang pinupush nila sa Supreme Court to get an updated decision based on social norms of today, based on the judges of today. So we would get a 2011 judgment or a 2017, 2018. And pag may bago po kaming president, may bago kaming judgment, the lawyers get very excited, the whole industry gets very excited dahil yun ay kailangan namin i-follow. So if you're a law student, it's quite a dynamic area of law. kailangan mong alamin yan. You will be studying mga 5 cases, top 5 cases in law. If you're a client, all you need to know is there are certain principles that will govern yung mga premarital asset, not just because you bring that asset to the table. One classic case is Paul McCartney. We'll talk about it. Paul McCartney and I think Heather Mills. Yung ating kasama, Heather Mills McCartney. Yun ang argument ng Paul McCartney. It's not the first marriage. I think it's a second or third. I don't know, but it's not his first marriage. And Paul McCartney na siya nung dumating siya sa marriage. And he tried to argue, look, these are premarital asset, extraordinary contribution. This is a person with a just extraordinary talent, and hindi ito 50-50. So we'll talk about that another time. It's a very good.
Magaling. Ito si
Nakikinig ang ating Mingming.
Nakikinig ang aking si Mingming. Mingming, harap ka na sa camera. Ayan. Oops, ayan. Anyway, hindi, yan pala, attorney, ibig sabihin, teka muna, meron sa atin, sa constitution natin, ex post facto law, no ex post facto law. Hindi ko alam yung last line kung shall be passed or shall be, ex post facto law means, kunyari, may bagong batas ngayon na lumabas, no? And then, ibabalik mo, i-apply mo sa isang tapos na. Ganun, hindi pa pwede, guaranteed ng constitution. Just like sa law, yung double jeopardy, no? Yung hindi ka pwede uling i-demanda sa criminal case na the same criminal case again, di ba? Kung tapos na, kung ikaw napawalang visa, no? So no double jeopardy. Ganun din, no ex post facto law, no a new law cannot be applied retroactively. Pero may sinasabi ka kanina, ano yun, pagka may babago ba sa pwedeng yung dati nang na-decision na financial proceedings, pwedeng i-update?
Not necessarily like that, kasi meron kaming inaano na once it's been sealed, may mga limitation period yung pag-open ng case, limitation period to appeal, limitation period to change to vary an order. Most of these changes, it's a generic principle. Hindi naman yan na change natin lahat ng mga nangyari in the last 20 years. These changes, trickle to, hindi naman to very drastic eh. Maybe may isang area that they will give further guidance on, and you will see, because it's not because of a particular, because they want to change the law. It's just because siguro bago na yung social norms. I'll give you an example. In the old days, the husband goes out to work, and then you've got a woman who's a housewife, and really with not much of a career, and then magdi-divorce sila. So that's the profile in siguro a few decades ago. Now, because of remote working or whatever it is na nag-change sa society natin, madaming mga double income na mga couples, and sometimes it's actually the other way around then. One of the cases na inano namin is it's the woman who's earning a big bonus, and then yung guy yung stay-at-home husband. It's not about but more because of the fact na less na namin nakikita na wala talagang walang naging employment history yung isang partido. Most of the time what we're seeing here is both parties are working. So that's the reason why we've got new precedent, or we've got new law. It's a response to the societal changes. It's a response to how, ano na yung cultural norms or societal norms ngayon. And that's very interesting because that depends also on the judges. That depends on how they want to push forward with the law. So, hindi ka makakakita ng drastic change that ever. And although people did say, bakit madami daw to answer your question, may madaming nagtatry na alisin yung spousal long long term, like all their life spousal maintenance, lifetime spousal maintenance. Yun yung ano dati kasi nga madaming karamihan noon mga housewife and then a person, just one person doing the career. So nung naghiwalay sila, the court normally would say lifetime maintenance na yan. In the past few years, because parehong couple na may trabaho, less and less na yung nagiging spousal maintenance na binibigay in order ng korte. And almost to a point na halos rare na. And one time I think there was a part of a judgment that they said, look, rare na to mangyari, etc., etc. Some lawyers or try to construe that na never na hindi na dapat magkaroon ng lifetime maintenance, and a few of them tried to appeal. It changed. Sabi nila, oy, sabi nung judgment exactly like what you're saying. Oh, sabi nung judge na yun, ganun daw ah. But they said, look, at that time, it was the right one. With the right circumstances, that was the right circumstances to apply that order. What we're talking about here is a completely different set of facts. So yun yung differentiated yung particular judgment na yon. So be very wary about that if you're a lawyer na just because may bagong law or may bagong judgment, hindi ibig sabihin nun na lahat ng orders mo pwede mo i-apply to vary. Very rarely po nangyayari yon. And that's one of the biggest trend in law, in family law. You know, we used to have lifetime maintenance, and now very rarely ka makakahanap nun. Most of the time, it's just spousal maintenance for a number of years.
Ayan, okay. Well, at least meron kang mga sabi mo, we can discuss next time, di ba? Sabi mo, dahil nga malawak din to, di ba? Yung mga examples.
Malawak
Very interesting,
po.
Very, very interesting, Oo, parang sinasabi mo kanina, para bang kung medyo maganda ang substantial ang paghahatian, yung mga minor things like cat siguro or a bit of something, pwede nang palagpasin, or may trade-off di ba? May sinasabi kang,
probably
can get more of this,
pero
may kailangan may balik dito, di ba? Ganun ang So yeah, well, it's very interesting. Marami tayong natutunan for today, At ako'y natutuwa. Very special show tayo. Meron pa tayong mga ito yung pusa ko Ayan kikita mo ba ayan,
Wow!
Nandiyan kami. Very loving, Very loving, So,
very loving. Talagang hindi ka na nakakatawa.
nakakatuwa talaga, attorney.
Dapat dyan na tayo.
Instant friend.
Dapat dyan na po tayo mag-show every Tuesday para mabalikan natin si Nunun.
Oo nga. Pero ito, attorney, pagka dito inuwi ko to, baka makulong ako.
May
diba?
ebidensya sila, baka hanapin nila May ebidensya sila, live online, makita sa Facebook. May pangalan po,
Ito, meron siyang alika rito. Ito, kita mo siya. Meron siyang sa dibdib niya, Meron siyang
pangalan nata.
Nakikita mo parang coin. Parang may coin. Ay, may coin ba?
So. May pangalan yun siguro.
Sige, okay. Parang, so, ayan. So, anyway, sige. Well, attorney, I guess it's time, sa ating end of the show tayo. How can they get in touch with you? Baka may mga last shout out ka? Anything that you'd like to, baka may nakalimutan ka pang i-touch on? Go right ahead, please, attorney.
You can contact me at via email at danna.quinto@dvsolicitors.com or call me at 01234225188. Again, it's danna.quinto@dvsolicitors.com or call me at 01234225188. Nag-iisang shout out lang today dahil talagang tuwang-tuwa at proud na proud kami sa aming Direct Pau, aming Direct Cum Laude. So, very, very proud of you. Direct Pau, the whole, kasi kami lahat, Mr. Laragan and all, I think I'm correct to say from all of the viewers here, we're all very pleased for your accomplishment. Napakaraming medalya. So this is for you, Direct Pau. Congratulations once again. And all the best. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have an amazing career. So, yun ang huling shoutout namin. Very, very proud of you.
I wholly agree, no, attorney. Talagang it makes us proud, no. Being with somebody like Pau Pau, Direct Pau, no, who's very mabait, matalino, no, mahusay, at
Masipag,
talagang very
mahusay.
conscientious yan, no. Oo.
Yeah.
And these values were came from her father, no. So parang yung 'di ba, na nanggaling sa father niya, given the right guidance and advice, no. So I'm sure yung father niya in heaven must be looking down and very proud of his daughter, no? Dahil imagine mo yan, ang problema lang ng father niya, hindi niya alam kung yung anak niya ay na-practice yung leeg niya na may 7 medalya ang nasa leeg niya, no? Hindi niya akalain na 7 medalya. Pero baka isang medalya, okay ka na. Baka 2 medalya, 7 medalya. So
Itong
that's a feat, no?
medalya.
So
Itong
we're really proud.
medalya.
At saka ikaw din, attorney, we're proud of the likes of you, no? Being a Pinay, and then you're heading an organization, di ba? A law firm. So yeah, kamukha kayo ni Direk Pao. These people achievers, no. So it's nice to be in the company of people who are achievers, no. So ganun lang yun eh. Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. Yun ang kasabihan ng paborito ng lola ko, eh, no. So associate yourself with people who are successful, people who are go-getters, and somehow ikaw din ganun din eh, di ba? So, ayan, yun. Well, I
Nakakatawa.
guess,
Ikaw rin
I guess
naman,
it's
Mr.
time.
Laragan. Ikaw ang bago tayo mag-ending. Ang lahat naman na to possible dahil dito sa iyong programa, dahil sa iyong channel. So ikaw talaga yung starting point kumbaga, and we should also give acknowledgement sa inspiration na binibigay mo sa aming lahat. You've amazing achievements this year, hindi lang sa channel mo, but health wise you look amazing. You and Sol look amazing. Tingnan mo naman, napaka good vibes talagang, kahit pusa gwapong-gwapo ata sa'yo, Mr. Laragan. So
Si Blackming
it's all
natin,
good.
oo
It's
nga,
all
no?
good.
Oo.
Nakakatawa. It's a good day. It's a good day to celebrate the wins. It's a
Yeah.
good day to celebrate people. It's a good day to celebrate cats. So, sa lahat, isa talagang
Yeah.
masayang Tuesday.
Oo nga, si attorney, she talks fondly of si attorney Lira, she talks fondly of Watson, no? So, we're glad we have Black Ming. We have attorney, ikaw, si Direk Pau, no? She's given us some pride, no? At nakakasama natin. Ikaw din, no? And to all, everybody, lahat ng mga kasama natin dito sa program, thank you very much. No? So, okay. Well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye, no? Tayo magpapaalam na ho, at medyo dumidilim na ho rito sa Greenwich. Dito ho nagmumula yung oras ng buong mundo. Dumidilim na at lumalamig na. Alas 8 na ngayon, it's 8:04
Lumalamig na.
dito ho sa United Kingdom. Pero lumalamig na. At medyo hindi ko alam kung anong oras ang sundown, no? Yung sunset. May time yan eh. Pero mamaya ko na itatanong kay Siri. Okay. So, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Naku, maraming salamat sa mga kaibigan for being a part of the show. So, sa ngalan nun ni Attorney Dana Quinton, attorney na rin. Baka malay mo, gumawa ng law no? Si Direk Pau, no? Oo, di ba? Sa ngalan mo, attorney, no? At sa ngalan ng ating bemedaled, director and producer, no? Si Direk Paula Patricia, kumpletuhin ko na, Patricia Roque Perez, no? Siyempre, bigyan natin ng yung kanyang nanay, dahil nanay niya ang umakyat sa stage or siyang nandoon, no? Si Mrs. Roque Perez. So, sa ngalan niya rin, no? Kasama natin. Ito po si Sonny Laragan nagsasabing, thank you very much sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay dito po sa Legal Advice Corner. So, we'll do it again, no? Attorney, tama, no? Let's do it again next Tuesday, another edition of Legal Advice Corner. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.